Lion, 550 pounds, a jaw that crushes bone like it's nothing. A roar heard 8 kilometers away, through walls, through sleep, through your chest. When a lion roars at night, every animal within range goes completely still. Not because they learned to, because evolution burned it into them. Most people think the lion is the most dangerous animal in Africa, and they're not wrong, but they're not entirely right either. Because here's what almost nobody knows about what happens when a lion gets wounded. She doesn't retreat, she turns around, she comes back. Faster than a horse, lower than you expect, silent until she isn't. Professional hunters have one rule above everything else. You do not wound a lion and walk away, because she won't let you. She will wait, she will track, and she will find you before you find her every single time. Real quick, most of you watching right now aren't subscribed, and that's fine, but if you're enjoying this, just hit subscribe and like. It's free, takes a second, and honestly it helps more than you think. Alright, back to it. Cape Buffalo. Most people visiting Africa put this one last on their list, and they're not wrong to overlook her, but they're making a very dangerous mistake. The Cape Buffalo kills more people every year in Africa than the lion does, more than the leopard, more than the rhino. Hunters gave her a nickname that stuck for a reason, the Black Death. And here's the part that actually keeps professionals up at night. A wounded buffalo doesn't run, she circles back. She finds a patch of bush, lowers herself into it, and waits. Could be 20 minutes, could be 2 hours. And the moment the hunter follows the blood trail, she charges from behind. 4 times the weight of a lion, twice the speed you'd expect, and enough horn to go straight through a vehicle door. Most people never see her coming, neither do the hunters. Leopard. Imagine a cat that can carry prey twice her own weight straight up into a tree, using nothing but her jaws. Yeah, the one professional hunters fear the most. Not the lion, not the buffalo, the leopard. And most people think that's crazy, until they understand what this animal actually is. She can carry a 200-pound carcass 20 feet straight up into a tree, with her jaws, alone, in the dark, because she hunts at night. And here's what makes her genuinely terrifying. She's almost impossible to track. A wounded leopard doesn't charge in the open like a buffalo. She disappears into the same bush you're standing next to, the same tree above your head, the same shadow you already looked at and dismissed. Professional hunters have a saying: when you're following a wounded leopard into thick cover, stop thinking like a hunter, because at that point, you're not hunting her anymore. She's hunting you, and she's already 3 steps ahead. Rhinoceros. Most people think of her as slow, prehistoric, easy to avoid, and they're not wrong. But they're dangerously not right either. A black rhino can hit 50 kilometers per hour in under 4 seconds. That's faster than most people can process what's happening. And here's the part that makes her unlike anything else on this list. She charges first, asks questions never. No warning, no bluff, no hesitation. She has terrible eyesight. She knows it, and she doesn't care. If something smells wrong, she's already moving. African elephant, the largest land animal on Earth. 7 tons, 4 meters tall, tusks that can grow longer than a full-grown man. And most people think she made this list because of her size. And they're not wrong, but they're not entirely right either, because here's what the size actually means in practice. A charging elephant hits with enough force to flip a truck sideways without breaking stride. She can smell water from 19 kilometers away. She can hear sounds below the range of human hearing, communicating with other herds dozens of kilometers apart through vibrations in the ground. Her brain is the largest of any land animal on Earth. She recognizes herself in a mirror, solves problems, uses tools. The oldest female in the herd carries decades of memory, migration routes, water sources, survival decisions made across a lifetime that can stretch 80 years. 7 tons of muscle, memory, and raw intelligence.